we are AB3. This is
Hannah,
Juice,
and Lisa,
Tom,
Christy,
네.
and Clara. We read many books until we learn MSB. And today we will introduce about book what we read interestingly. First, I will talk about always wear clean underwear. Also, this is first book what we learn. We can just say 32 logging from mother because it's this book about what we have to do in usual, but somebody can think it's a logging from logging. The logging has common ground. It all has a mind of their children will do more better and become a good person. Sometimes we can think there is nagging or troublesome work, but I think we have to think is they say I love you to another way. So I want this is a fun episode and also examples. So if want to read it, so I recommend to everyone and also especially my friend and children. And I pass to Hannah.
Hello, my name is Haley, and after we read this book, Always Wear Clean Underwear, we started to read this book named Number the Stars. In this book, Number the Stars has a main character named Ellen and Anne-Marie. First, Ellen and Anne-Marie, about the story, Ellen and Anne-Marie was living in the Copenhagen, Denmark. And at the background of this book is World War II. So in Denmark, the German Nazis invaded the Denmark. So they were living always miserably. At that time, they had known as justice and brave. They had the Danish resistance who carefully touched or carefully made calm the Nazis. But a lot of times they got killed or hurt by German Nazis. When they continuously live like that way, the Anne-Marie's father and Anne-Marie's uncle named Henrik made a plan about transferring all of the Danish Jewish because the Hitler extremely hated Jewish. So they tried to transfer all of the Danish Jewish to not invade Sweden. So they finally succeed about that plan. And 10 years later, in the Christmas time, Anne-Marie thinks about Ellen come back and watching her broken pieces of Star of David necklace. And lastly, what I learned is to be brave than another person, that your thing could change all over the world. And don't be not content in your lifetime unless you want to live in the war society. Thank you. And next, I'm going to pass to Zeus.
Hello, my name is this. After we read the book named Namaskar, we read the book named Hoax. In this book, there is a main character named Zero, and Stanley. And this story is about the Stanley was arrested by a plane, and he had went to a Cape Green Lake. And in there, he met a friend named Zero, and Zero don't know how to write and read the alphabet. So Stanley learned how to do that, and they became a friend. And the rule of the Cape Green Lake was the digging of hole, and the warden's plan was use the boys and find a treasure in long ago. And Zero and Stanley escaped from the Cape Green Lake. They survived with no water, but only survived with the onion. And when they are going, they find a treasure. And the warden and the judge was coming too. And once they give the treasure, but the Jews say it is not your treasure. It is Stanley. And the Stanley had taught him how to read the alphabet, so he can read the box, and there was a name Stanley Yelnat. And the Zero and Stanley be in innocence, and they be free and be rich. I have learned about the friendship again and how to be honest. And next, I will pass to Elisa.
Hello, my name is Elisa. After we read this book first, we read this book A Couple Lost My Shirts. And I will tell you about the summary of A Couple Lost My Shirts. I will talk about their character and book summary and what I learned. First, I will talk about their character. Lucy loves playing baseball. His family comes to Alcatraz because of his father's work. He is 12 years old. Natalie, she lives in her own world. She has autism. She is Moose's little sister. She also likes to play with the buttons. She is 16. Al Capone. He is a gangster from Chicago. He killed lots of people on Valentine's Day. Piper, same age with Moose. She is Warden Williams' daughter. She is bossy. Inmate 105. His nickname is Anya. He is close with Natalie. Second, I will talk about their book summary. This book's area is Alcatraz Island. It is island the most dangerous convicts live. That island is like penitentiary. In that island, there are normal people. This book is about Alcatraz, story about Moose and the other characters. Finally, I will talk about what I learned. I have learned Al Capone's birthday is January 17th, same with me. When the first time I read this book, I think this story, everything is wrong and author made it, but it was not. Some stories made from author, and some is real. Alcatraz is real island, and this is criminals only. This is my summary about Al Capone Lost My Shirts, and I will pass to Tom.
Hello, my name is Tom, and after reading this book, Al Capone Lost My Shirts, we read this book named Jack, and this book's main character is Brian, and this book's story is about Brian parents is divorced, so he go to his father in Canadian oil field. But the plane is fall down on the lake, so he survived next to the lake. But he attacked by porcupine, skunk, and moose. But he makes shelter, make fire using hatchet, and gets food like berries. So, but the tornado destroyed everything. So, but he saw the airplane still is coming out. So he cut the aluminum wall of the plane still, and he got survival pack. In the survival pack there are rifles and food and so on. So he get rescued and he lived normally. When I read this book, I think I need to think for living normal. Also, I need to think for studying English in JLS. Then I pass to Christy.
Hello everyone, my name is Christy, and after we learned this book named Hatchet, we learned this book named Walk to Moon. So I get interested of this Walk to Moon, so I will summarize of Walk to Moon. First, I'm going to talk about the characters and Walk to Moon. Second, the story, and finally, what I had learned. First, in this book, there is 5 main characters. Sal, Mrs. Cadaver, Phoebe, and Lunatic, and Phoebe's mother. Sal is the girl who lived in Euclid and Kentucky. She lived with her father and mother together, but her mother ran away and had a bus accident, and she passed away. She thought Mrs. Cadaver and her father is loving, so they moved to Mrs. Cadaver's house, but it is not correct. Mrs. Cadaver is the only survivor in that bus accident, and she sat next to Sal's mother, so she talked a lot with Sal's mother. Because of that, Sal and Sal's father moved to Mrs. Cadaver's house to hear more about her mother. In that town, there was a Phoebe that is kind of creative, and she became a friend with Sal. Someday, some stranger came to Phoebe's house, and Phoebe called it as Lunatic. Actually, his name is Mike Pickle, and Mike Pickle came to Phoebe's house because Phoebe's mother is also Mike Pickle's mother. This book is about the story surrounding a message, and also it is and this misunderstand of family.